right, so it's 9:30. We got 30 minutes left, so let's get in to the actual topic of today. All right. So last week I had a conversation with Hector Hidalgo out of our Dallas operations, and I said, "Hey Hector, you must have ran a pretty crazy ad on Facebook because I track all analytics coming to all the Boomtown websites, and I noticed that there was a serious spike in the Dallas New Home Programs page. And that spike was like 2,900 hits literally within a 24-hour period. I also noticed that within that same period, which was ran over a weekend, Hector picked up about 30 leads coming from Facebook. So I said, you know, Hector, when I looked at the analytics, 2,900 hits, I can see how many people hit the page. I can see how many people started searching properties. I can see how many turned in to buyers' leads. So on the conversion, it was a 0.7 conversion rate. So if it was 1, then it would be 1%. But it was less than 1%. So I said, you know, Hector, that's a lot of people that you got to click over from your Facebook ad to your Boomtown page, but it wasn't a high conversion rate. But then also, he said, yeah, out of all those leads, a lot of them were kind of like tire kickers. So I said, well, you know what? There's so many different types of advertisements that you can run on Facebook, and not all of them are beneficial to you. Because why? You get 30 leads, and then you have to be the one to have to call them, and you find out that out of 30, only 1 or 2 are good, then you wasted a lot of time. You see, not just your time, but also the money you spent on the lead. So sometimes, again, it's not all about volume. Volume, you know, is okay, but really we're looking for conversions. At the end of the day, everything comes down to conversions, which is also return on investment. So we started talking about different types of ads that we run at New Home Programs, because obviously 15 years of experience of not wanting to waste money, we find little tricks and tips of what we can do to not spend as much money, but also to get the highest conversion rate. So we talked about it, it made sense, and I said, you know what, maybe I need to tell the rest of the agents what we're doing at the corporate level so you guys can mimic it on your own business pages. So first thing I want to do is I want to show you the amount of likes that we have on the New Home Programs corporate page. So right now we're above 21,000 likes. It looks like we picked up about 121 in the last week. Okay, that is the company page. Now you guys have your personal business pages, which is kind of like your own little mini company. That's because it's your business. Okay, if you're an independent contractor, you are a business. Now Millie and myself, we have our own personal business page, which we use for real estate and, you know, other things that we do. Really, we use it for social lifestyle, to let people know who we are as human beings. So on our page, we've actually got 47,000 likes, but we only picked up 12 last week. Okay, and I almost do no advertising for our personal page, because once you get up to a certain number of likes, just by pushing out relevant content and people share them, you're going to pick up some likes. But also when you're tagging your page with things that New Home Programs is releasing. So for example, if New Home Programs release an awesome post and you share it, but then you tag your business page in it, what's going to happen is people are going to see your page and they're going to probably click on that and then do like. So that's why you see that almost every advertisement I do with New Home Programs, if it deals with financing, I'm tagging our model mortgage page. And that's how we're building up the model mortgage page, through getting people to click like on the New Home Programs page. Okay, so real quick, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you a specific type of ad that I like to run, and I want to tell you why I like to run it. Okay, so there is a feature when you create an ad. It's called engagement, which there's engagement for seminars, there's engagement for getting people to like your page. Now, probably 2-3 years ago, you would run advertisements to get likes to your page, and then you would put whatever topic you wanted to put out there with the hope that they would see that little like button and they would click like, and then you would start building up your likes. Now, I can tell you that so many people on Facebook have liked so many pages that right now in their news feed, they're getting hit from like a million different directions on advertising because they are what we call the likey-loos, not the looky-loos, the likey-loos, okay? I just made that up. TM, I just trademarked it. So the likey-loos are now deciding, you know what? I like 500 pages and I'm tired of getting all these advertisements. So what they're now doing is they're unliking pages, okay? So the thing is if you run a campaign to get likes, because there's still a lot of people that don't understand how Facebook works, and they're also trying to get people to like their business page, it's driving the cost per like up. So for example, when I run an advertisement to get people to like New Home Programs, typically it's going to cost me about $1.69 per like, okay? Get it. Get this. It's a like. It's not a lead. It's just someone that says, I want to like your page, and maybe I'll see some of the stuff that you're going to post on your page. Well, here's the problem I have with that. For $1.69 per like, I can invest it in different type of Facebook advertising and actually get a lead. Okay, a lead is more valuable than a like. I can invest $1.69 in Google pay-per-click and probably pay as cheap as 20 to 30 cents per click-through, but if someone fills out a lead form on the New Home Programs page, probably I can get a lead as cheap as probably $3, $4 per lead. Okay, so a lead is more valuable than a like. And here's the other reason. You'll notice now that no matter how many people like your page, if you make a post on your page, it actually will tell you how many people have actually looked at that. So I'm going to give you an example. We have 21,000 people on our page. Now, I made this post yesterday at 8:24 a.m. You would think that out of 21,000 people that we would have more than 148 people reached. So, why is this happening? Business pages are designed to be monetized by Facebook, which this is what it means. You cannot run advertisements on a personal page. You can only run them on a business page. And that's what this is, a business page. So even though we have 21,000 people on the New Home Programs corporate page, just because I make a post, it does not mean that 21,000 people are going to see it. Facebook makes their money by you clicking on Boost Post and then spending X number of dollars to be able not just to hit people that already are not on your page, but also to have your ad pop up in front of people that have already liked your page, okay? So this is why, for me, that it doesn't make sense just to run an ad to get people to like your page, because at the end of the day, when you continue to publish content, they may not even see your content unless you're willing to pay for it, okay? So what have we done at New Home Programs over the last year or so to be able to increase our likes, but not have to pay $1.69 for a like, but also not only pay $1.69, but also be able to maybe squeeze out a lead or two from our marketing? Very simple. It's simply going to your Boomtown website, which you guys have Boomtown, finding a property within Boomtown. Typically, I like the price reduction properties. Why? Because people love a good deal, a good bargain, okay? So if you go to our page, you're going to see that I have a boosted post. It's called Humble, Texas, $11,000 price reduction. It's a good-looking picture of a house in Humble. It's not even a New Home Programs listing, okay? It's somebody else's listing, but who cares? As long as it's in our Boomtown, we have the right to market that listing. So I've got Humble, I've got Manville, and I've got Porter. Now, somebody tell me, why do you think I chose Humble, Manville, and Porter? Somebody holler at me.
USDA.
Okay. Oh, someone hit it on the head. HBS, Home Buying Seminar. This is one of the strategies of how we're getting people to show up for the seminar. It's not just say, hey, we have a seminar. Would you like to go? Blah, 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 blah. No, that's one type of ad, event marketing. The second type of ad is geo-marketing to specific people that already have an interest in certain areas where we're going to have the seminar. So Porter, Texas is in the middle of nowhere, okay? I know that the odds are against us that we would get even probably 20 people to register, let alone 10 people show up. Same thing with Manville, okay? Manville is pretty much, out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that's why it's USDA. I know it's going to be very tough for us to build up the registrations for the event. So what I'm doing now is I'm being a fisherman. I'm using awesome looking properties with price reductions, and what I'm trying to do is get people to click on it, because what is it going to do? It's going to take them to that particular property on Boomtown. Hopefully they'll end up registering. Okay, and if they register and they start looking up properties in Porter, Texas, then I can go back later and do an email blast through Boomtown saying, hey, we noticed that you're looking for properties in Porter. We have an upcoming seminar coming in Porter. Would you like to join in on our seminar? Okay, so that's the theology behind it. But let me show you something that's freaking awesome. So when you look at this particular Porter home, it reached 7,310 people. Okay, 635 people clicked on it. So let me show you this. I'm actually going to take you to the web page, because I got to show you guys this. You're not going to believe it. It's so awesome. So when you go to Insights, this is, okay, I know your guys' pages are pretty, you post pretty stuff, but to me, this is the most important page on your website. It's called Insights. This is how you gauge the prosperity of your page and if you're on the right track. So when I come on here and I see this Porter, and let me blow this up for you guys in case you can't see it. When I see this boosted post of Porter, Texas, okay, I can click on it and view results. All right, you can see the ad right there. It's a good looking property. It's got nice green grass. You can see I put stuff in there like ask about our zero down rural living program. It's just another way to say USDA rural home loan, okay? So let's do the math. We got 7,383 people that it went out to, okay? I spent $57, okay? So let's do the math. We have $57 we spent divided by how many people? At least 7,300 people saw that ad. That means literally when you see the 0.0, okay? If it was 0.01, it would be 1 penny. I'm paying less than a penny per view for someone to see that ad. Okay, now they saw it, but again, I don't care how many people see it. I care about conversions. How many people actually clicked on that ad? So for $57, we had 635 people clicked on the ad. So let me tell you what clicking on the ad means. When they clicked on that ad, it took them to the Boomtown page with that particular listing, which means now they have an option to see photographs of that property, and if they're interested, after looking about photo number 3 or 4, they're going to be asked to register to become a lead. Okay, that's what we're talking about, getting the return on investment based on a lead. So let's just look at return on investment based on clicks. Okay, I got a click-through of what? About 8 pennies, almost 9 pennies, rounded up. Okay, so for 8 cents, that's what it costs to get someone to go from my Facebook business page over to Boomtown. Okay, remember, to get a like, it cost me about $1.69 at the company level. And here's the other thing I didn't tell you. That $1.69 is if I advertise new home programs nationwide. The bigger the scope that you're marketing, the cheaper the cost would be. Now, if I geo-targeted new home programs just in the city of Houston or Tampa Bay, probably the cost of like would probably go up above $2 per like. So what I'm saying is, would you rather spend 8 pennies or 9 pennies to be able to get someone to come over to your Boomtown page, or would you rather spend probably $2 to $3 to get somebody to like your page? That probably they will never see your ads on your page anyways. So you guys tell me, which one is better? Not a trick question. I already know which one's better. So here's the thing. I've already got someone to look at my page, my Facebook page, because obviously the ad is connected to my Facebook page. And in every ad, let me see if I can pull this up here again. Okay, in every ad, not only can they click on it and it takes them to the page, look at what you have here, like. So imagine this, I don't have to run a separate advertisement to get likes. I can run an awesome property ad with the potential of getting a lead through my Boomtown website, but I can also double dip and get them to like my page. Okay? Now, let's say that they click on this and they go over to the Boomtown page because they're excited because they saw the property, and now they're on the Boomtown. They left Facebook, so they never got the opportunity to click the like. Same thing with the cell phone. They got the little button here, but they didn't even see that because they were so tied up in this particular property that they forgot to like my home. Instead of that little finger up button, they saw this and it took them to my Boomtown. Okay? So how do I go back now and capture that person? Let me show you how. So every morning I spend 15 to 30 minutes doing this. I will go to the particular page, and you see where it says notifications. I will click on it. Okay? Anything that has happened to that page, no matter if it's on a paid ad or maybe it's a review. Thank you, Daisy, for giving us a 5-star. We appreciate that. I go through and I look at who clicked on like. Okay, that's good. Whatever ad that they saw, I capture that like. But also, who commented on different types of things, whether they're events or links. So for example, Patricia Smith, she replied to a comment on this link. So let me see what she did. Oh, okay. She hit one of the home buying seminars. What I do is I go here in this area right here. Okay? These are all the people that clicked on like. They liked that ad. Now, on the right-hand side of their name, I can see this person liked the actual page. I can see that this person was invited to the page, but they didn't like. So what I'm going to do, every morning, I just do this. I look and see if there's someone who recently liked it that has not been invited to my personal page. Now, I've already done it this morning, so I just tagged a lot of people to do that. But then also, I'm going to go down through my comments, and then I'm going to see what they put on there. And then if they didn't like my page, I'm going to ask them, hey, can you like my page? So let me see if I can pull up, let me do here. Let me see what this person liked. Oh, the 1% down. Okay. So I know he clicked liked, so somewhere in here, he must be here. Just because he clicked like on my ad doesn't mean he liked my page. This is what I'm telling you guys. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to scroll and see, maybe he didn't like my page. Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not going to take the chance. So all these people that are grayed out, either I invited them personally to come back and like the page, or they're already on the page. Because you can see that they liked it. Ah, look at that. There he is. So this person named Familia Salinas Barron, they saw an advertisement for our 1% down. They click like on the advertisement. But that doesn't mean that they're connected to the New Home Program's Facebook page. So all I'm going to do is click invite. He's going to get a message now saying New Home Programs has requested that you go ahead and like the page. Okay? So can you see how many of these people liked, invited? I do this every morning for about 15 pages that I'm monitoring. Okay? That's 120 attempts of people that I can invite to like my page. Now here's the thing about these particular people. They have already expressed an interest in my ad, because why would they like my ad if it wasn't interesting to them? So if they like my ad, why would they not like my page? Okay? So here's the thing, guys. I could get a lead from this particular lead gen. This is what they call a Facebook lead form. I could get that lead. I can get them to like my ad, but then I can get them to like my page. That's 3 for the price of what? 8 or 9 pennies. Okay? Literally pennies on the dollar. Okay? So this person recently liked an event. Okay? So we already went through this. Pretty much everybody already liked the actual page. Let me see. This person likes my link. Let me see what type of link. Oh man, this ad is getting so much traction. Look at that nice turquoise blue water swimming pool. Got the little sago there, got the palm trees. This ad is exploding, folks. Look at this. 15,248 people. That's how many people hit it. Okay? People are making comments like crazy. I'm jumping in there. I'm chatting with them. Hey, if you want to see this property, get with us. But most importantly, I click on this right here, okay, and I search. which person liked this ad. Maybe they just liked the picture of the house. I don't care. I still want to invite them to the page. Okay? Everybody's invited to the party. Okay, everybody has either been invited or they've already liked. Okay. Now, real quick, I want to make this really clear to you guys so that you understand how Facebook works. When we run ads, okay, there's all kinds of people out there in the world, 7.5 billion. When you run ads, you want to target people that probably you can do business with, i.e. buying, selling homes, doing rental properties, blah, 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 blah. If I have a real estate page, I can't really do business with someone who is another real estate agent. So what I'm saying is, every week I will get real estate agents who will come to me and say, hey, can you please like my page? And they have like 100 likes on their page. They just want to get anybody connected to their page. I have to tell them, no, you don't want me to be added to your page, because in the future, when you finally figure out how Facebook works, when you run an ad and you do an ad based on lookalike audiences, what that means is when you run a property ad, okay, you want that ad to go after people that are looking to buy properties. If you run a seller's ad, you want it to go to people that own a home that have an interest in selling the home. I don't want a real estate agent to see my ad. Somebody tell me why I don't want a real estate agent to see my ad. Anyone?
So that they don't comment on it.
Okay.
So they don't try to snag your clients.
Okay, so you guys are true salesmen. You're like, they're trying to get my business. That is true, but here's the main thing. Don't I have to pay money every time someone clicks on my ad? So if I post a picture of a nice property on my page and I have 500 realtors on there and each one of them says, oh, that's an awesome property, let me click like, I had to pay for that. I can't sell a house to another realtor. I don't want them clicking on my ads because I don't want to waste my money. So when you start to tell realtors or ask them to like your page, what's going to happen is Facebook is going to be confused. Are realtors your audience, or are home buyers or home sellers your audience? You see? Because the future is predictive analytics, meaning if you run an ad, Facebook only wants to put your ad in front of people that are just like the audience that you built up for your page. So if you go crazy and you just, like for example, you can't sell a house in Italy, Spain, so why would you run ads that attract people in Spain just to build up your likes, and then you're trying to sell a house here in Houston, Texas, and now you have 3,000 people in Italy that are clicking like on your ads and they're blowing through your budget. So if you're selling in Tampa, you focus your target market on people probably within a 50-mile radius of Tampa, but people that are not real estate agents, okay? Now, with new home programs, do we have a lot of realtors that are connected to the page? Yes, but you know what? I can't control the amount of realtors that join because the page is just insane. It's crazy, okay? Thousands of people have already joined it. And from a broker standpoint, okay, great. We run all kinds of ads. Maybe there's realtors that say, hey, I keep seeing your ads on new home programs. Maybe I'm thinking about joining. So it's different for new home programs. But for you guys, being real estate sales professionals, don't let other realtors like your page. You're going to mess up your marketing strategy. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Just nod your head. It makes sense. All right. So let's go back to the insights.
I got a question, Corey.
What's that?
If you exclude them from the target audience, the people who like the page as real estate agents would still target them?
There is a certain way that you can exclude certain people. But the thing with real estate agents, because they're using their personal pages to like, because you can use your business pages to like other pages, but most people, they use their personal page. So now it comes down to, how do I exclude a specific type of person? Now, you can exclude an advertisement from being seen in certain areas. You can exclude people that are on your page that already click like. So for example, if you're trying to run a like campaign, it doesn't make sense for your ad to be seen by people that have already liked. So when you run your ad, it's going to ask you, do you want people who've already liked your page to be able to see your like my page ad? You can say, no, I don't want those people to see it because they've already liked my page. But to exclude realtors, that's going to be very difficult to do. okay? Because they're mixed up with the home buyers and sellers on your page. Okay? So as you can see, the amount of money versus how many people see the ads and how many click-throughs that you can get. This one right here, 457 click-throughs, $30 is what we spent. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, for $30. And again, it's Humble, Manville, and Porter. And I'm doing a 25-mile radius around Manville and Porter. I'm kind of shocked that there's people that these ads are picking up. So that tells me there's a lot of people interested in these areas, or they just like the look of the home. Okay, now compared to different types of ads that we're running, obviously these are being boosted, these are not being boosted. So the one that I actually posted about the seminar Sunday, I posted that yesterday. Only 148 people were able to see it. We only got 7 engagements on it, okay? Because I didn't boost it, even though we had 21,000 people, Facebook is not going to let 21,000 people see it. And how does Facebook know which 148 to show it to? Is based on how many people are interacting with certain types of ads similar to that on the page. So what it's doing now is creating a relevancy. It's saying we only want to show this ad to people we think would be relevant on your page. And that's the problem a lot of you guys are having. Is it relevant to a realtor, or is it relevant to someone that's looking to buy a home? Facebook gets confused because you're mixing all kinds of people on your page. Okay, so for a little bit of money, you can see right here, 15,000 people saw this property. 1.7, which is 1,700 people, have seen it, and 83 people were actually engaging, which means liking and commenting and things like that. Okay, so don't be afraid to boost posts, but boost the right posts that give you the biggest bang for your money. Getting people over to your Boomtown, getting them to like the ad, because then you can go back and invite them to your page. So you're getting 3 things done for the price of 1. Okay, now let's go a little bit further down here.
I got another question, if that's okay.
Go ahead, fire it off.
What'd you say? Turn it off?
No, fire it off. What you got?
Oh, okay. When you're like you give an example of putting an ad of a property and rerouting them to Facebook, do you, to capture the information, the email address, the first name, last name, and phone number, do you prefer to add a lead form at Facebook, or do you just wait for Boomtown to ask for it to continue looking at photos?
It depends on the type of ad. If it's a property search ad, okay, then you want them to go to where the property's at with the description and also the sales price and all the photos. So when you do a Facebook lead ad, which means they see an image, but they have to fill out their information, a lead, and you get the lead. That doesn't really work well with property search deals, okay? It would work great for a program. Or this, get a free list of foreclosures in Riverview, Florida. And then you post a nice picture of a house, probably with the word foreclosure list on it. And then you ask them to give you their information, which means when they click on it, it's going to pull their information from Facebook, at least their name, probably their email address. I believe they have to opt in to give you the phone number. But then you can create in that form things like, when are you looking to move? What is the price range that you're looking for? So they're going to then fill it out, but then you got to go back, put them in Boomtown, and then set them up with a foreclosure list through Boomtown. So that's the type of ads that you should run if it's a Facebook lead ad form type of promotion. But if it's a property search ad, you want to have it go directly to your Boomtown, because why? When they click on the ad to see a property, they don't want to have to fill out a form for you to call them back. Okay? They want to see the actual property. And if they're interested in the property, Facebook will lock, or not Facebook, Boomtown will lock them out so that you can go back in and then have their data on the back end of Boomtown. Okay? So I know some of you are probably saying, but hey, how do we know how to get those properties that are reduced in price? Very simple. Just log into Boomtown, go to Hotsheet, and it's going to pull up a list of properties that have been reduced in price, new on the market, or even back on the market, which means probably there was a contract, somebody busted out, and now the property's back on the market there. Okay? So as soon as this thing starts loading up, you'll be able to see it. So for example, here's a property that just dropped by $10,000. So all you have to do is just click on the link, copy the link, go over to your Facebook page, okay? And then just, embed that link. I'm not going to do it because we're running out of time. So, but what I did want to show you guys is obviously we're not bigger than Century 21. They're a global company. Better Homes and Garden, they're super big. They own a magazine. We're not bigger than them. Not even a fraction. Coldwell Banker, we're nowhere near that. Remax, they've got hundreds of thousands of agents. Keller Williams has like probably 500,000 agents. Sotheby's is international. We're nowhere near them. Weichert Realtors, they're also a franchise. They're big. ERA is a franchise. They're big. But regardless, it doesn't matter if we don't have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 agents like EXP, which typically their agents are the number one people that are actually liking their page and doing likes and comments and things like that. But here's the thing: if you work wise with your advertising, okay, and you be diligent every morning to invite people to like your page, you could be just like New Home Program as an individual, and you can actually dominate bigger real estate teams in your area, even bigger real estate brokerage branches in your area. I'm showing you the proof right now. No matter how much EXP says that, oh, we got 4,000 agents and we're on we're going to the NASDAQ, blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of freaking hype, because if you had the millions of dollars that you had, you should be up here with these guys, okay? I'm investing budgets of like probably $100 per ad, and look at this. We got 21,000 people ahead of EXP, ahead of Berkshire Hathaway, which also Warren Buffett's pocketbook is involved in that company, okay? These guys have multi-millions and even billions of dollars more than we do, but at the end of the day, we are still outpacing, based on our social media New Home Programs page, we're still outpacing a lot of our competition. So it's only a matter of time, based on our conversion rate and how we're tracking, that we will beat ERA when it comes to the amount of people on our page. We will beat Weichert Realtors because they got a 0.2, we have a 0.5. So even if they're out there pushing out more content, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it matters about how many people have liked your page, because now you have a captivated market where you can go back and market specifically to those people, okay? So if New Home Programs can do it as a non-franchise company with only less than 60 real estate agents, and we're outpacing other brokerages that have thousands of agents, why can't you be doing that as an individual real estate partner of New Home Programs in your own personal marketplace? Okay? Anybody have any questions on that? All right. Did you guys think that this particular training was valuable, and do you think that it now can help you to build up your Facebook business page? Because the honest truth is kind of sad when you've been in the business for 2 or 3 years and you only have 190 people that liked your page. Yes? Glenda says yes. Okay. All right. So let me look at some of the comments here. Mike says exposure, branding, top of mind. Mike, in the area that you're in Spring Hill, if you were to use this strategy, I promise you would be like number one ahead of all the other real estate companies, teams, and even the home builder, because your market is so small and there's not a lot of people fighting to dominate that market. So use this strategy, and I promise, dude, you will corner the market out there. Let me see. Hector says they're not going to buy from us. Nope, the real estate agents don't. They just want to see what we're doing. Engagement leads to likes, referrals, and leads. There you go. Okay, let me see. Question. Jose, do you add a lead form? We already talked about that. Richard says nice. Okay, got little smiley faces. That means good. All right. All right, folks. So if there's nothing else, I hope you enjoyed it. We will go back and repost this. So if you didn't catch everything, you can go back and watch this. And, okay, so also, it's a 3-day weekend next week. So Memorial Day is on a Monday. Okay, so we will not have the call. Hopefully, you guys will probably be enjoying your family, barbecuing. For those in Florida, hopefully you'll be at the beach, and we can live through what you guys are doing out there in Sarasota and Tampa Bay. So just have a good 3-day weekend, and we will talk to you guys in 2 weeks from now. God bless you, and we'll talk to you later. Let me tell you my story, and I'm sure my story is pretty similar to your guys' story. Okay, so whatever you're going through, trust me, you're not alone. We already know it. How many people went to go look at homes before they even had their credit check? Hey, okay. Our vision and our mission is assisting buyers and sellers
as a service to the community. Credit score is not magic. It's based on 5 factors that we can actually control. In a perfect world, if you was to maximize each one of the 5 factors of credit scoring, you would have 839 points. $100 per month of debt, you drop in your qualifying amount by $10,000. So if I had $1,100 monthly payment, that equaled a $110,000 house. Down payment is typically going to be a stumbling block for most people. It's almost impossible for the average American to save up $10,000 because you don't make that much. I've been doing this for 14 years. I've been watching the flow of money from the state of Texas on the county level and the city level. Harris County, they'll give you like $24,000 to buy a brand new home. This is a state brochure. I didn't make this up. If you guys are saying, I'm looking to buy within the next 12 months, then you're in the right place. Even if it's 1 year from now, you need to get started within that 12-month window. Do not wait until the last minute. I don't know what your definition of easy is, but I will try to make your life as easy as possible because I already know all the roadblocks, okay? And I'm knocking them out the way so that you don't have to get tripped up. Nobody wants to keep paying somebody else rent and making them rich. How many people are comfortable, okay, or not afraid to be able to take at least the first step of buying a home?
I really appreciate the honesty, the steps, and how to get started.
I dealt with other realtors, and it really was, the story wasn't adding up. So when I came here, it was a great thing for me.
For those of you who live here, it's time for you to get up and take a stance. Because I did it from 1,600 miles away. So if I could do it from New York, you can do it here.
Been real good to us. You know, I'm working with a great agent named Tiffany, and I'm just trying to buy a home because I want to be eventually a homeowner.
My name is Trixine, and I am newhomeprograms.com.
My name is Al, and I am newhomeprograms.com.
I am Justin Hamlet, and I am newhomeprograms.com.